Hey guys, have a pretty awesome treat for you today. Just a shout out. Thanks for following along with me and doing this stuff with me. It's pretty awesome. So this is a clay head statue, right? It's one of those clay head statues that we pull out from on site. It is a skull. You can see the gem or the stone, the lithic in there. I'm going to try to hold it, and it's really fragile, it's just fired clay. But you can see how it resembles the lithic art as well. So it is, the jawline and stuff down there. And then when you flip her over like this, it actually turns the other lobe of hair may be gone, but there's a lobe of hair down there for the portrait of the female. It looks like women's hair anyway. But what's neat about this is it still has a lot of the lithics. So these are worked rocks. You can see the edges probably on them. I've taken these apart on site, but there's a large one of these stones that we have here in the head of this. So they were using this art for some type of knowledge. That's kind of what this head statue is depicting, and this is what I wanted to show you guys, is that right in the back of the skull is where the lithic art is located. So it's like a mind stone, and it does that. I'm just a normal person, guys. I'm actually pretty shy. I would have never expected to make a YouTube channel like this. So I'm just trying to share this with you. This is some Paleolithic or archaic art of some sort. And so this is the first piece that I found. This is a piece of pottery of some sort. And it does have an arrowhead embossed on the top of it. When I first got it, I thought it may have been a stone, so I washed it. And then I realized that you can see the curve of it would be like this. So if it was a pot or a vessel, it'd be standing up like this. And you can see the arrowhead embossed on the top of it, how it is broken right at the embossed arrowhead section. So, and it does have the little tabs in there if you look closely. So we're going to be looking at some wooden totems and artifacts today. We've seen this one before. This is a wooden bird totem. I'm just going to show you guys briefly. If you want to see it in more detail, there are other videos showing these, but these are pulled out of clay. They're packed in clay. The oldest clay relics are from 300,000 years ago. So clay can preserve these wooden artifacts for upwards of 300,000 years, in case anyone was wondering. But there's several different eyes in this long nose wooden totem here. It's also maybe like a turkey. It's got a really neat crest on it. It's got a lot of different birds on it. It definitely has seagulls. You can see this is a bird head. You see the eye and the beak. See how the beak pokes out there? You can point it at you. So when it's sitting down there, in different shadows and in different lights, you can see different things. It's a really neat one. It's a very interesting wooden totem. You can see how it's curved on top there. And then it does have different images and things on it. There's lots of wooden totems out there, at the site. I believe that this would be the eye, the mouth there, maybe a nose in there. And you can see how the cheekbone is defined. And like the side of the hair there, the rest of this is hair. This is a 3D style of art. It's a really neat type of art. Lots of different images and things on it. You gotta be very careful with it. This stuff is super old. So this is also a club here. So this is a charred wooden club. Especially charred wood can stay preserved for a very long period of time. This is a very fragile club, so I do have to be careful with it. But you can see how it's a burnt piece of wood, and it does have a handle on it. The handle's a little broken. I don't really want to grasp the handle. I did right when I first found it, and I was talking about how it was smushy, and then it's sort of falling apart. But this handle is built for a human hand, and it's meant to smash it with. That's what it is. So you guys can kind of see. And I don't know about images and things on this, but I'm just looking at it as a club, and that's what it looks like to me. And you're not going to get a charred piece of wood. I mean, it has to be modified by humans if it's burnt like this, in this shape. I mean, we could wash it off and try to see if there's any type of carvings or things on it, but I think it's pretty apparent. There's also grafted plants out there, so it seems like they were trying to transfer the knowledge of plant grafting to us